Certain of the drugs we give patients, they report out-of-body experiences.
If you have a certain amount of mastery, you can jump off and jump back. It actually happened to many of them. Suddenly everything about them changed. If you settle down into shunya meditation, it's actually death.
So I want to hear about your thoughts on near-life-death experience. A lot of people have in surgery said that, middle of the surgery they could come out and see what's happening. Do people really die at that time, or they reach some moksha or heaven, come back?
And we see these sometimes where certain of the drugs we give patients, they report out-of-body experiences.
When we say death, the definition of death on one level is you lost your body. That's what that is. So, let's not go into other areas, they'll get you into very fuzzy places. About near-death experience, what is being referred to as meditation? We have a certain type of meditation called shunya. That means shunya literally translates as emptiness. That's not the right translation, but there's no appropriate word in English. So, it's emptiness or nothingness. So if you settle down into shunya meditation, it's not near death, it's actually death, but conscious death. Suppose you're riding a bicycle, you are a new rider with little balance, so you will go like this. Some other kid is riding, he'll leave his hands free and whistle and look here, look there and ride and do all kinds of things, stand up on the handlebar and turn around, jump, all this. Why? It's a certain mastery, certain balance and mastery. Now, you can jump off the cycle and again jump back and do all these things. Similarly with your body, if you have a certain amount of mastery, you can jump off and jump back quite effortlessly. Now it is happening accidentally because of some medication, or for many people during 60s, 70s, the LSD time, there were a whole lot of people talking about this thing, sir, it's your time. It was your time.
Metaphorically.
So, a whole lot of people talking about this, and it really happened to them. It's not that they were imagining things, it actually happened to many of them, but it was also because it was hallucinatory. Nobody knows whether it's this or that. There's no way to for sure say it actually happened to them or not. But I've met many people of those times who genuinely experienced things with which their lives got transformed in many different ways, in a crazy way. But suddenly everything about them changed simply because somewhere they perceived this… you can yo-yo this body a little bit if you wish, it's not a permanent thing. Just that little awareness changed the way they perceive life and they behave and they do things in their life. I'm not really looked at any of the thing, but some people have told me, some popular books, they were saying they see angels and there's a tunnel going. See, one thing is, you must understand, when somebody is going on the surgery table, the doctors may be confident, the patient always fears that he may die. Hello? Doctors may be confident, they know the case, they know what they're doing, 99% of the time they're confident what they're doing. But the patient, once he closes his eyes and hands over his life to somebody, he always fears what will happen. So every small thing he thinks is death. It happens to people, if you put a gun to somebody's head and just shoot and miss them or it's a blank, they almost died. Near-death experience, they'll blank out for some time and then they come back. They really think they went away and they came back. And they saw the scene also from the top, because that's because of the Hollywood. So, human mind is capable of creating many dimensions of experiences. it need not be construed as death. It's life. In reality, there is no such thing as death. It's life, life and life alone, moving from one dimension to another, another dimension to another. So if I lose one dimension, it looks like that is dead. Right now, it is a medical fact that they say approximately every fortnight, you're losing 7 kilograms of your existing body and something new has come in 1 fortnight. Whatever your weight, you must just calculate in how many fortnights you're completely lost. Everything that you have in your body is being lost continuously and something else is coming in. But you don't experience as that every meal and every day you empty your bowels, you must experience it as near death. But that doesn't happen to you. But this happens to you because there is some disengagement in your experience, particularly because of anesthetic impact. The disengagement with various faculties that you're normally used to suddenly makes you feel you're dead. Nobody died. It's a completely wrong perception. Yes, every moment of your life, if you are willing, if you are not entangled with situations and your own thoughts and emotions, there are many things you can perceive right here. Right here, sitting here, you can look at your life from there, okay? This is not near death, this is life. But because, as I said, loss of faculties works out well for a lot of people, unfortunately. It's not a good thing. This happened. A man met a close friend of his that he knew very well when they were in the university together, after 25 years break. So he invited home for dinner, he went, and being an Indian household, the wife was serving and these two men were eating. And every time he wanted to ask for something from his wife, he said, my honey, my sweetie pie, my boo-boo-boo, my co-co-co, my bulbul, and whatever else, your Tamil, so my tangam and my chuchu, all those things. So after the dinner was over, the friend was leaving and he said, you are having an amazing life, aren't you? I'm married with my wife for 15 years, we can't even look at each other's face. The way, the endearments you're showering upon your wife is truly fantastic. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you called her bulbul, you called her tangam, you called her this. I said, oh man, I forgot her name 7 years ago. Loss of faculties, unfortunately, work very well for a lot of people because they're suffering their faculties. The greatest faculties that have come to us after millions of years of evolution, unfortunately we suffer because we have not read the user's manual.
If you are in a recline, your organs will suffer enormously.
You can stay in this posture much longer than any other posture. This is the most comfortable thing you can do. Your ability to use your body and your mind goes into a phenomenal scale.
Now, in your body, there is something called as skeletal comfort, muscular comfort, organ comfort, and energy comfort. Now, if you simply sit on a reclining chair, your muscles will be comfortable. But you will see, if you sit in a reclining chair, always your joints will struggle. Have you noticed this? You do one thing, you travel in a car with a reclining seat like this, you will see, you will be so exhausted by the time you get there. If you simply sit up, it won't happen to you, because only your muscles are relaxed. You feel like stretching out only when your muscles are tired, in reality. But your bones don't like it. Your bones like complete stretch out, but it doesn't like this half because too much stress on the skeletal system. Above all, your organs don't like it at all. All the vital organs in this region are not fixed with clamps and bolts or flanges. They're just hanging in nets like this. Yes? If you do this, your liver shakes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Even your heart is loosely fixed with all kinds of trapezes. It's fixed like this. Now, if you are in a recline, especially if there is movement, your organs will suffer enormously. Understand? If there is movement, you must always sit like this, straight. Then your organs are in better level of comfort.
You sit in a posture which is most comfortable for you. Preferably cross-legged, because that's the way it works, the body. It is a posture where the body will be in maximum contact with the floor, so which naturally, in terms of weight per square centimeter, square inch is minimal. So your ability to sit is better because weight is not just on your buttocks, it's spread across. Because of that, you feel much easier sitting down. The idea of sitting crossed like this, if you prepare your body well, this is the most comfortable thing you can do, actually. You can stay in this posture much longer than any other posture that you know of, simply because maximum amount of contact is there. That means your weight is distributed. Because of that, you can sit well. The science of yoga not only has powerful tools for one's ultimate well-being, it also offers useful tools for one's immediate well-being, healing and relief. These tools can be termed as Upa-yoga, Sadilaja. One part of Upa-yoga is called Sadilaja. Sadilaja means born out of looseness, loosening not only the muscles and the skeletal system, it is also about loosening the energy system. This helps to prepare and stimulate your system. Directional movement is a simple way of doing this. It also exercises the muscles without any risk of injury. Joints have a concentration of energy nodules, so by activating them, everything in the system gets ignited for action. These three ingredients, your breath, your thought and your awareness, in the right combination, if you use them, you will see slowly a little bit of distance arises between you and your body. If you and your body-mind combination stand away from each other, then suddenly you will find your ability to use your body and your mind goes into a phenomenal scale. If right now, if you have to count from 1 to 10, right, the highest is 10, if that is so, if you're attached or if you're involved in this body, you're less than 1, that's where it is. If these two things come apart, suddenly you can rev it up all the way to 10. Your ability to use the mind and the body is so greatly enhanced that you almost look superhuman for somebody else. But I'm telling you, this is human. This is not about being superhuman. This is about realizing being human is superhuman. Yes, not a simple thing to be human.
Do you have a phone?
Yes, I have a phone.
What do you do mostly with the phone? Make calls
It's
or…
my office.
It's your…
I don't go to any office. I handle everything on the phone today.
So, for young people who want… seek that enlightenment and get to know themselves…
You're saying I'm old?
Not at all. You are experienced in so many different ways and you give a kind of a toolkit at your…
Hey, don't use that word.
That word is dangerous, right?
Tools, yes, not toolkit.
Right. My job is to question all the time.
No, but I'm saying for every question, if you…
know the answer.
If you know what is there, then…
It's death of my career.
this AI is called.
Good one. I'll give that to you. Yes.
So you would be GPT, all right?
I'll give that one to you. I'm sure you must be thinking, what do I do? what is it that I do which the other people don't do? Don't you think that?
I do life, they do mental circus.
I do life. I've got my headline. When they come to you for advice, do many people think that you can see the future?
People try. These days they've given up because I know, they know by now that if they ask such questions, where I will take them. The important thing about my life is not about predicting your future, about empowering you to create your future.
You're one of those who has broken stereotypes, of a guru, of a yogi, of a mystic person who, extricates himself from the worldly life. You dance, you sing, you play golf, you motorcycle, you travel the world, you wear lovely clothes.
Is that lovely?
It is. It is very pretty.
Thank you.
You seem to…
I design my own clothes, I want you to know.
Okay. It's from natural fiber, I can see.
Yes, that's a part of my mission. Save the Weave is one of the projects that we are doing.
Okay.
To bring back natural fiber.
You were at the Nita Ambani
The
cultural center.
Yes.
There too, we saw you walk the red carpet. I think Sadhguruji and in
No,
fashion.
they put a carpet was red, what can I do?
Okay.
If it blue also I would walk, if it
But
black also I would walk.
Whom do you connect with easier? Rural folk or complicated city folk?
I even connect with the grasshopper as I connect with the most loud one in my life. We are misunderstanding the involvement of life to relationships. Because you're sitting in front of me, if you ask me who is the most important person in your life, I'll say it's you.
Yeah. What makes you ecstatic? I've seen you the video went viral everywhere. You were ecstatic when you were dancing. There was so much joy. What made you feel that at that moment?
I was not at that moment. I'm like that every moment.
Do you see home as in India? And are you traveling this year?
My home is within myself, so it goes with me wherever I go. Sometimes I like the food, sometimes I don't like, but it's like home. Sometimes food turns out well, sometimes it doesn't.
What is your existence right now? You lead very busy lives, you're constantly traveling. You want to touch people's lives and bring that blissfulness that you experienced into as many lives
Just
as possible.
trying to rub off my experience on people, that's all.